What up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look at the transmission and see if it's even worth saving this car. Update, the owner of the car contacted me last night, said he's got the keys, he's got the two red keys, the black key, and he's gonna give me an update on what happened. Sounds like he hydroplaned the car. It's kind of cool to put a story to this. He seems pretty cool, but I'll give you an update on that later. Right now I'm gonna try to get a come along, and we're gonna try to move the catalytic converter and the exhaust away from the transmission pan and see if it's savable or if it's cracked, because they already put a hole in the catalytic converter and now there's all this crap from the catalytic converter. Actually comes out whenever I start the car. You can see it's all over the place. So yeah, just one more thing I've got to deal with. So first things first, grab our come along, see if we can find a place to hook this thing up. I hope I can get this away from the transmission and then we can see if it's savable or not. All right, let's try to start drilling this. I think we're through the case. Okay, now I'm gonna get my die grinder out and we're actually gonna cut all the way through this and V it out so that we can fill it back in, hopefully. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this or I even have to do this. That was freaking crazy. So now I should be able to show you. I've actually cut through my transmission on here and I've cut all the way up there. Hopefully we can weld it back together and fix that part right there and get this thing on the road.
Anything, we're gonna boil shit out of that case.
Anyway, we're here, we're gonna start welding this and hopefully we can get this damn car back on the road. He's crawling underneath there. Yes, I do not have a lift yet, but I will eventually. So we're gonna try to weld this transmission up and then we can get it driving. I need to move that rag.
What's that? That?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably like a light flyer.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Today we are going to take off the oil cooler off the wrecked Hellcat that I am most likely going to get rid of. I know it's sad. I'm kind of sad. I was super bummed. I thought this car was savable and it actually is still savable, but it's a lot more that's got to go into it that I want to put into it. So today we are going to pull off the oil cooler down here. We're going to get this pulled off right here and I'm going to take it to my buddy at the radiator shop because you can't even order one of these. I've looked online, I've called the Dodge dealer, they are on back order and there's no date of when they're gonna come off. So I'm gonna pull this off. So one reason why I'm probably getting rid of this car is the exhaust has to be redone, which is not a big deal because I can just cut those out. Here in Utah, you don't have to have them. The A-pillar on the passenger side is pushed in way more than I thought. The B-pillars a little bit more jacked up on the driver's side than I thought. I've got new doors, all of them but one. See the list. It needs a new transmission, filter and pan. Let's see, let's just go up and look at our list. It needs a new transmission cross member, exhaust, the oil cooler, auxiliary low temp cooler right there. Air intake was totally missing, even though it was in the picture when I bought it. The driver door, the driver inside panel, passenger door, passenger rear door, curtain airbags, seat airbags. I think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew on this car, and I think I'm going to send this to auction, fix it up some more, and just get something with front end damage so that I've got the structural parts a little bit better, don't have all the doors. That's why I'm probably going to end up getting rid of this one. And there's like 3 or 4 more that are coming up for bid right now, so let's get back to the oil cooler. Get this drain plug pulled out and get the rest of the oil out of here. If there's even any left. Whenever I started this thing, it was just puking oil. So we gotta take off these 2 bolts. One right here. Actually, it's just the nut. And then there's another one right here. I don't know if that was a clip. Yeah, that was a clip right there. So we'll get that taken off real quick. Hopefully this is all that it needs to come off. Now that those lines are out of the way, we can get this shroud off that's full of oil. And then that gives us our oil cooler. So we'll pull that off and keep these tabs. These metal inserts right here. I want to make sure we don't lose that. One already fell. We'll put those back on here so I don't forget them. And then we've got our oil cooler. So it definitely looks like it's smashed up right there. I don't know if he's going to be able to fix this, honestly. Well, maybe, because all this is wet right here, so it might be up here. He might be able to fix this. I guess we'll see. Well, today we are going to take the oil cooler to my buddy at the radiator shop and see if we can fix this thing. Okay, we're at the radiator shop. My buddy Eric, I've known for how many years now? 15, 12? 15 years.
Yep.
So we've got our oil cooler here, and we're going to see, you can see it's crushed right there. It's all bent right there. Let's see if he can work some magic, because it's kind of my only hope. I don't know what else to do. Crack.
Yeah.
So we just
Big
pulled
ass
it
hole.
out.
You're wrecked or
You can
what?
see all the way through that. So we're gonna have to cut out some of the fins and then braze that, weld it back together. Okay, you can see the crack. Oh, right there. We've got the oil cooler is all washed out. They steamed it, so now he's gonna try to braze it.
Yep, braze it.
We're gonna braze it.
Aluminum rod.
Yeah, aluminum rod. He had to take
alloy.
out some of the fins on there so that we could get behind there and braze it all the way around, and then we'll braze it and pressure test it. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we couldn't get a big enough flame on that, so we're going to get a little bit bigger flame set up real quick, and we'll be right back. Hopefully we can, I think we'll be able to get this soldered, and I think it's going to work.
It's gonna get hot enough.
Not
Not gonna do it.
just not attaching itself.
Yeah, just pulls it right up into the hole, yeah. So I'll have to let it cool for a minute. Wash it off, wash all that flux off.
All right, guys, that's it for that one. I don't think we were able to save the oil cooler. We worked on it quite a bit. Actually, I'll show you what it ended up looking like. Eric actually worked his butt off on that. It got to the point where he was putting resin on there, which is supposed to seal it, and it might actually be sealed. Then the Dodge dealer called and said, hey, your oil cooler's here. And I said, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, your oil cooler's here. And I said, I thought you said that we couldn't get one. He's like, a miracle, it actually showed up. So we got our oil cooler, put the oil cooler on, and yeah, I'm just glad that's done. So I'm still gonna keep this, just depending on which car I put it on. White one, probably. So at least it'll still be able to run. The brand new one's gonna go on the new Destroy a Gray Hellcat. So anyways, got a lot of work done on that episode. Thank you guys for watching. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.